All right. Pioneer, the new format presented by Wizards of the Coast. It is a mixture between modern and standard. That being said, it is right in the middle, if you will. Starts with Return to Ravnica, and any set that was printed into standard becomes part of the card pool. This does exclude things like Modern Horizons and other modern exclusive type of lists, along with some of the other supplemental products. Fetch lands are banned. You cannot play fetch lands. So the idea with that, I think, is to reduce kind of the whole manipulating the deck, and it's also going to help. They do have some GPs lined up, so it's going to help with game time. We have our little fun thing here for starters. Mana base is a little bit slower because of those restrictions, but we're going to be playing Eldritch, Evolution, Horses, and Rhinos. Rhinos and Horses. So we've got some favorites here from some of the previous standard sets, along with some powerhouses here in Modern. Let's take a look at what we have. We have 22 lands. We have Gilded Goose and Llanowar Elves to help get us to 3 mana as soon as possible. If we don't quite get to 3 mana, we have Scavenging News, Abrupt Decays, Assassin Trophy, and Voices of Resurgence, just to have something on curve. If we do happen to get to our 3 slot, though, we have Courser of Krufix, the main linchpin of this deck, allowing us to gain life as we play lands, which is important because we want to gain life for Crested Sunmare. We have a Witch Stalker here as a utility hexproof blue-black kind of card. We have a Fiend Slayer as a utility red-black protection, and we have an Anafenza as a utility creatures, and then make everything pump in for a lot more extra damage. Because we expect red to be prominent in the meta, there is no meta. Shalai is in here. You could also have a couple other 4-drops, and we are playing good old Siege Rhino here as well. Topping off here is Crested Sunmare. You probably could run this all straight white-green, but I was drawn to a little bit of Siege Rhino. It also gives you some selection in the sideboard. Sideboard's a set of Rest in Peace, Eidolon of Rhetoric. We're not sure if we're going to see any combo kind of shenanigans. An extra Shalai, Settle the Wreckage for those aggro creature decks, Fatal Pushes, Witch Stalker, Chemball for the non-creatures, and Night of Autumn. Shall we play? That's the list, and I'm not even going to practice it. Pioneer right here. Ooh, it's a nice blue. It's a nice blue. What is standard? Standard's green. All right. And we fade into blue. Modern is red. Maybe that's why I'm attracted to it. Legacy. What's Legacy? Purple. Ooh, I like that. The royal color. Vintage is dark blue. What's Pauper? Oh, Pauper's yellow. What's Commander? Ooh, Commander's orange. I like orange. What's Specialty? Oh, it's gray. It's ugly. All right, let's play. Pioneer it is. Pioneer League. Whoa, wait a minute. What are these trophies here? We got some spikes in the house. Let's go. Evolution Rhino. Crested Sunmare. In Pioneer. I am totally going to flub that. I'm going to be like, blah, 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 in Modern. And then I'm going to get ripped on YouTube when I upload this. Sorry, YouTube. It's just natural. My body's ready. My body's ready too. I have seen 0 content other than a little bit of what Evan played. And that's about it. Alright, we got a pair of Gilded Gooses here. An Abrupt Decay, an Evolution. 1 land. We're on the draw. 22 lands. 75% to hit it on the next turn. I don't want the Gear Hulk and the Sunmare in hand, though. It's kind of bad. Let's mulligan this. It's kind of bad. Alright. We'll keep this. Keep this. Let's get rid of the Swamp. And let's get ready for the Pioneer. Emergency Backup Cube. What's up? How you doing? Oh, yeah. We're gonna make some dudes. We're Little Kid Abzan. Gilded Goose. Oh, they fatal push Gilded Goose. That jerk. That jerk. Alright. Freebooter. Mono black. Mono black. Takes an Assassin's Trophy. The big one is here. The big one's here. Voice of Resurgence, go, opponent. We'll play a touch slower than I usually do. I'm usually a fairly quick player. We'll play a little slower just so we can take in all of this. Thought seizes me. Well, that's rude. You want him? Takes a voice. Fair enough. And fatal pushes. Woo, buddy. I almost don't want an Assassin's Trophy. I'm afraid of what's on 3. Fortified Village. So, since I did not put this list together, as it enters, you may reveal a forest or plains card from your hand, and then it's untapped. I can't reveal. Go ahead. I wonder if I'm supposed to crack this food or not. I probably can just chill with it. Enjoy the pig. The pig. We'll just F6 here. Opponent hits us for a solid 1. Ooh. That can't be a target of black or red spells. Oh. Don't mind if I do. What a top deck. What an absolute top deck. By the way, is this when I'm supposed to shout out the last god for chatting with me about this deck? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Be honest, I got it confused with Logical over here. Logical and Last God both start with L. Alright, we hit for 1 here. I was kind of hoping they would just do something to remove this. Obviously, playing beforehand would have grown this slightly. But I didn't want to give them any information. Pro black, basically. Oh, it's so close. They kill the little one. This is a card I thought would be pretty decent. Abzan is what I plan on playing in Frontier. That or Golgari. I don't know what Frontier is. Don't know what that is. Unclear. Instructions unclear. Some Siege Rhinos. I think we're going to just pass the turn here. I'll look to kill Freebooter at end step. You have Tiki? I do have Tiki. I do. You're right. I bet they have removal, and that's why they can't hit us. Oh ho ho! Hardcast Rhino. Gain life. Go ahead. Whoa, opponent. Stop it. Stop it. So that's what they have. They have a bunch of Murderous Riders. Yeah, Frontier was maybe a little, I won't say restricted, but it was a little narrow. Am I going to have to deal with a bunch of these? It's going to be a problem. Ooh. Courser's kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and jam a Courser here. Courser's kind of interesting because it lets us get through cards that we don't want in our hands. Go ahead. It also blocks nicely. Gary's here. Gary, that's rude. That kind of hurt, Gary. Gary is a devotion one. Ooh, Scavenging News. Alright. Well, let's play Llanowar here. Let's play the biggin, the Rhino. And I think I can just naturally pass here. We'll get to play Skews next, and then Skews can just like eat everything. Literally everything. Look, it's Gary again. Gary. That hurt, Gary. That hurt. That hurt. Alright. Blooming Marsh. Oh, we have the evolution. We about to get hot here. Helios, thank you for the resub in 7 months. Welcome back. You wish Restoration Angel was in the format? I hear you, I hear you. Skews is legal. Skews is legal. Golgari, here I come. Alright, do we have another one? Oh, okay, this guy's fine. Let's go ahead and Assassin's Trophy one of these Garys here. A little afraid if they have more Garys. More Garys are going to be problematic Garys. We are about to get some sweet, sweet... Oh, they fatal push the Rhino. The mistakes were made. They have no idea. Oh my gosh, it's Pack Rat. It's Pack Rat. Let's take there, Gary. We have Evolution on top. We can't lose. We'll eat one of our Siege Rhinos as well. Alright. We have a few decisions here. We have a Cataclysmic Gear Hulk. We could use that to clear the board. We have Cataclysmic Gear Hulk, which reads, when it enters the battlefield, each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker. It would be, Cataclysmic would be the artifact, creature, enchantment. And I can crack this food first. I think that's what I do. I think it's Gear Hulk. Let's crack the food first, because that'll be my artifact. And we're gonna Gear Hulk here. And just ruin their day. Gear Hulk's gonna have to be off the Paladin, because we're gonna lose the Paladin in the board wipe. Gear Hulk. Clear the board. I'll keep you, I'll keep you, I'll keep you. And we hit a land off the top. Done. I should have floated one green. Smallest of punts. Keeps Gary. This is a hot Gary. I'm missing one eating activation. I could have eaten those guys, but I'm just not about that. I'm just not about that. Let's swing for 5. Oh, that wrath feeling. That's what I'm talking about. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell that sway, pay life equal to the converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. Sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. Oh no. That's terrifying. Oh no, this is really terrifying. Oh no. Combos are happening. Combos. Oh, they hit a land, thank goodness. And I have the Gilded Goose. I have the Gilded one. I'll attack for 4. Because of that whole, you know. vigilance thing. Oh my gosh, this thing is killing me. What just happened? We got garried, and it hurt. It hurt a lot. Like a ton. Look at this person. These basics. That was some of the luckiest rips ever. My opponent's just like, thought sees them. Don't need these lands. They can ditch stuff to pack rat. This is bad. Because, like, ditching to pack rat here, we might just die. And we have a Llanowar Elf on the top. We'll use Gilded Goose to get something cool here, I suppose. We'll attack with Cataclysmic. They can just double block. Might be worth their while. Feel like we're getting overrun here. Thankfully, we have things like Settle the Wreckage, although they don't seem to have to attack me. Bonus pack rat. Just a natural good boy. Oh, they just find the, yeah, pack rats. Liliana. Yeah, we need this to not be here. We need to kill this. Returns a Gary from graveyard to hand. Dang. We got smashed. Alright. Alright, so let's see here. How does Gray Merchant read? Is Gray Merchant a target? I don't think it is. I think it's each opponent. Each opponent loses. Alright, so Shalai is not as interesting. Here, Eidolon, Witchstalker, Fatal Pushes, Rest in Peace, and Settle, along with Knight of Autumn, interests me. Enophans is fine, because it exiles as things go to the graveyard. Fiend Slayer is kind of interesting. I mean, I like a lot of the cards we have. Maybe I shave a couple Coursers and maybe like an Evolution or two. Like that's 6. Witchstalker. Eidolon's probably too cute. We can just go get a Knight of Autumn. That'd be better. Fatal Pushes. That's 4. And maybe more like Rest in Peace over Settle. Go play Tetris? No, we're not gonna go play Tetris. We gotta win this. Maybe a Rest in Peace and an Eidolon here. I almost want to take one Gilded out as well and bring in like an extra Rest or a Settle. No Thoughtseize in the deck. No, because it's all creature based. It's iteration 1. It's iteration 1. Let's say full list can be found there. Rest in peace. Do I want to? I think I want to Settle, honestly, more. Just as a one-of. They're playing Pack Rat as well. So you have a couple one-ofs and some Fatal Pushes. Fatal Pushes and Abrupt Decays will be needed to kill Pack Rat. I'll keep this. This is alright. We'll play that Gilded Goose and pass turn. Thought seizes me. It might take Voice of Resurgence. It's just a more difficult threat to deal with. They do. Extra Knight of Autumn here. Play Llanowar. Let's play an extra goose. So we're good against not that. I need a removal spell. That's not a removal spell. Let's play a Knight of Autumn. Let's make Knight of Autumn large. And let's pass the turn. We're kind of like set to do things with the list here. Opponent needs a land. They do find it. They can grow Pack Rat if they want to. Doesn't get through currently. Blooming's a nice one. Let's attack with Knight. Let's make sure we get these attacks in. This game's going to be close, as is. We'll play a Scavenging Ooze here. We'll eat a Voice of Resurgence at some point. If they discard a creature, I can also pick that off. They decide not to discard anything. It's kind of interesting. That was painful. That was painful. Play an Elf past turn. Languish is a good card. Nice board wipe there. Thought seizes my Knight of Autumn away, which is pretty good for them. And a Kalitas. Oh, so close. Need a land. Or Gilded Goose. Oh, I needed a land. Don't beat me, opponent, please. Crap. Here's the Citadel again. Goes up to 15. Oh, I can't play this either. This isn't good. Not looking good. Horses aren't doing it. This is only game one. Mono black. Fatal pushes. Have the Citadel here. I'm liking what my opponent's doing. It's pretty good. Hits for 5. Gains 3. Devotion's out something here. Sacrifices to make Kalitas a little bit bigger. Hits for 7. We're at 11. This is also each opponent, by the way. So like Leyline or Shalai is still not helping us here. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can play a Rest in Peace, but I'm going to get hit for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh boy, this is quite a hot one. Dang. Glad I played the Rest in Peace. It was the right card to bring in for Liliana Last Hope, but I'll try to see if I can get the list. share the list. We'll grab them as we go. All bush, no push. Hey, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. You got those sweet, sweet emotes. You can use them all over Twitch. You got your aggros and floods, all the goods. All right, Black Devotion gets us here. I'm seeing if I can get the list. Some people are probably more likely to share the list. This person's been playing Black Devotion in Standard back in the day, and they're really loving it. I like this Bolus Citadel. That's really nice with the whole Gary, gain life, and then just bam, mono black ya. See if they... I don't know if they're still here. They might be going to get a list for us. Let me see. See if we can grab this, and then we'll get into our next match. All right, we'll just remember that name. If they 5-0, that will be the list. All right, next match. See what else we run into. See what else we run into. Why, thanks. Thank you. We love our emote too. We love all of them. We got all of them. The last two are for higher tiers, but the first 5 are for everyone else. Whoa. All right. Well, we got some ramp here. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Ramp into Witch Stalker. Maybe we'll get there. Favored Hoplite. So we have a heroic deck across from us. We'll see how that plays out. Llanowar Elves, go opponent. It's going to be like an enchantment deck. Hero of Iros. Okay. Let's go ahead and reveal planes here. And I think I'm just going to play a Witch Stalker and see if that's enough here. See if that's enough to start making him nice and big. Can't wait until we get channel points. What am I going to do with channel points? What if I don't do anything with them? So this is a 4/4 flying. And this becomes a 3/3. Oh boy. Gonna get smashed out here. Oh yeah. I'm blocking. If you got something, you got something. Oh, it looks like they have something too. Hexproof. Prevent all damage. That is a key clause on that card. Most key. Let's go ahead and play Courser first here. I could shock and play Gilded. We'll do it up here. Gilded at least is flying. albeit we're gonna need a lot more than just a simple flying creature to win this one. They're gonna make this guy bigger, aren't they? Gonna have to chump. Curious Obsession here. Okay, so this is prevent all damage that we've dealt to it as well. It's a 4/5. Oh gosh, a 4/4. I guess I don't want them to draw an extra card here. This is kind of like, not quite Boggles-like. It's like enchanted creatures. Where's my Abrupt Decays? Oh, that card will work. That card will work. I just need to live one more turn. Scavenging Ooze. Just need to live one more turn, and that sweetheart right there, I was gonna just like that. So I can't show it off because I don't have it logical. I don't have it because we're trying to decide. I'm either gonna run by the store locally, and my wife wants to support me, so she might look at the getting one through the link, but I don't think I can. So I don't have it yet, but I went by REI and looked at them, and they're pretty nice. Pretty nice, I will say. If you wait like to Friday logical, I'll probably have one on stream. This is 11 damage here. It doesn't kill me yet. You can wait? Okay. I will look to maybe go by there and pick something up. I'm kind of trying to decide what size I want, but they're nice. They have a nice outer that is pretty nice. It's coated. All right, so my opponent's going to keep the flyer, I would assume. They have to click it correctly off of Gear Hulk. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm at 2 here. This just isn't looking very good, I'll be honest. So I gain a life here. We'll Gear Hulk. Floating the mana properly this time. I can eat one more. By the way, the Gear Hulk's been playing out really nicely. This is 2 mana, right? Yeah. Okay, they keep this and this. It's kind of interesting. I guess it makes sense, though. It's big enough. That remains big, doesn't it? It sucks because I'm hitting for 7 here, too. I probably turn this corner. It's a 5. Because of all the counters. Bummer. Close, close. Alright. Begin sideboard. We need our Knight of Autumn here. I think Settle the Wreckage makes the most sense here. And some Fatal Pushes. These look good. What doesn't look good is Fiendslayer, Witchstalker, and Offenza. I don't even think Shalai is needed here. That'd be an easy 5 to take out. And then we stay on our main plan here. I think one thing we're struggling here with this iteration is that Eldritch Evolution doesn't evolution a Kitchen Finks to get our Knight. Just something. Alright, let's keep this. I have an Abrupt Decay. I've got some elves here. They're not likely to kill me, my creatures, so I think this is good. But yeah, logical, I will get something, hopefully by Friday. Help you out, man. Help you out. Alright, land off the top, I probably play voice. No land, Llanowar elves again. Well, we'll do elves, even though the scavenging news is nice. Hit for 1. So what do we think of Pioneer so far? Kind of interesting. It's, I won't say slowed down, but it's interesting to say the least. The one thing, so logical, the only reason I would maybe wait personally for me to get one is because they have a way to customize them, which is kind of cool. But if I'm not going to customize them and I just get a basic one, which I do kind of like the one blue, which is really nice. You know, then maybe. Alright, so I think this one's okay to go ahead and chump. They don't get to draw a card here, and then I'll have Abrupt Decay online, and I can eat with Scoos. Okay, they do have their land. Black all the way. Gilded's nice. Let's go ahead and Gilded. Gildy boy. Let's go ahead and swing. They don't appear to have counters here. I'll let them load up Favored Hoplite here, and then blast it 1. You got it. Load it up, my buddy. 1 more on there. Load it up. Come on. Yeah, buddy. No, load it. It didn't do it. Let them scry 1, make them think they're going to get these nice enchantments on them. And blast him. Just blast him. Can't be countered. We'll see if they have a protection spell here. They do have a spell. This is in the attack step, though. Aqueous Form means I can't block it. Definitely going to be using Night of Autumn now. So they had the protection spell, which is pretty good against Abrupt Decay. I could have nailed one of the enchantments. Could have. Could have, would have, should have, maybe. Draws a card. That greed? Our opponent's greed or our greed? Ooh. Do they have the back-to-back? Man, if they don't, this is good. Let's just do it now. Back-to-back God's Willing? Do you have it? Okay. Draws a card. Die. Yes, death. Got him. And we'll go ahead and eat the Hoplite. Gonna eat that instead of putting Voice of Resurgence down because I'd like the Night of Autumn. They play creature plus a enchantment. I want to be able to Night of Autumn next turn. Like this, right here. Just like this. That's what I'm blocking. Oh, and we can do it off of a shock here too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Night of Autumn. Take that. Bam. Get that out of here. Go and attack in with Scavenging Ooze. This might be the turn to Voice now because I can actually cast Night of Autumn next turn. That way I have an extra creature on board here that I'm willing to trade up for a large creature. Land for my opponent. Shocks it in. That's terrifying. Curious Obsession. This is making this Hoplite huge. Ooh. God's Willing on this. Protection from green. Uh-oh. Well, I get to draw some cards here. The 7-8 that I can't do anything about. They draw another card. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 here. Exactly. So I just swing with everything. Swing with everything and eat something with ooze. Ooh. Crested Sunmare. Alright, let's run it again. Kemble might be an interesting ad here. I think I like my coursers though. I think I like my coursers. He is. Scooz is such a big boy. The Knight of Autumns are playing clutch here. Clutch stuff here. I'm not paying attention to the turn counter just yet. One thing we would do in Modern is we would know that Modern Red Prison would lengthen the game, but we knew that statistically at about 15 to 20 turns, that if we weren't putting pressure on our opponent, we'd struggle. I'm going to keep this one lander here because I have a Fatal Push. Fatal Push pretty good. And I technically now have an Assassin's Trophy and might have a Courser. Courser land into Crested Sunmare could be a really good next turn. But I might kill something here if it's available. Probably a worthwhile Fatal Push target here. We'll hit for 1. Don't want to give them any more lands just yet. Just yet. Port Town tapped. And no follow-up. Not that we have much of a follow-up either. Alright. Well, we've got our couple elves here. We have the Courser now online for next turn. Don't have any way to get Knight of Autumn down. Defiant Strikes our dude. Drawing a card. Land. Creature? Ooh, Seeker of the Way. I like that card. He's a good one. Aqueous Form. Lifelink will be pretty important, I think. Alright, so we miss our land. I'm going to go ahead and Courser. Land drop. Nice. Cool. So next turn, we can play Blooming Marsh, gain the land, go get a Crested Sunmare, and make the big horses. This is all we wanted to do. Ordeal of Thassa. Maybe I'm supposed to kill that. I don't know. Can't block, scries 1, scries it to the bottom or top, bottom or top, bottom or top. Top. Alright. Scavenging Ooze, I actually don't think I need here. What we can do... I'm afraid to attack in for some strange reason, so let's go ahead and just evolution the Courser here. Evolutioning the Courser, we go get the Crested Sunmare. And I think we'll just pass back with Assassin's Trophy up. Make a horse. Make a horse, we're doing it. We're doing it. Look at that. Look at that horse. Look at the majestic horse. Look at those ears. That sunset. Don't clip that. Hooking up with another Ordeal of Thassa. This is getting a little frightening because they get to put so many things on here. Let's go ahead and attempt to Assassin's Trophy this. If they have a God's Willing, they connect here. A Dive Down. Okay, so that gets hexproof. It's only a 5/8. Can't be blocked 5/8. Riding off into the sunset of victory, boys. I don't know about that just yet. We're close, though. So both of these are no, just one of them sacrificed. Can't block. This is 7/10, and they gain a bunch of life. So I guess if I find a land here, I can courser land. Make a horse. This thing could kill me. Probability of another aqueous form here. Probably pretty high. I could do this. Play courser. Get a horse. Kind of like this. We shock to do this. We only take one, though. You may reveal a forest or a plains card from your hand. Yes. Boom. Gain a life. Who needs that? Who needs that? Get rid of aqueous form here. And let's connect. I'm thinking for 10. We have some blockers. But 10, yeah. Mega horse. Problem is this is going to continue to get bigger and bigger here. Enchanted creature has flying. Oh, no. No. Draws a card. 9. No. What is this? I didn't even shock. I'm just trying to make some horses. Wow. Just gonna do that to me. There's some tough stuff out here. Pioneer is tough format. All right. Getting punished. Getting slapped around in Pioneer. We got 3 matches to go. Feeling it out. All right, let's keep this. I have the Gilded Goose. We're going to find a 3-drop. We're going to get there. This is a hard land for the horses. It is a hard land. They're used to majestic valleys, great plains. This is rocky terrain here. Most rocky. My opponent doesn't do anything. I'm gonna attack. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for the follow. What do we got? Liliana the Veil. Oh, wait. Grim Haruspex. Morph. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. I think we're on par with this permanent. Uh-oh. Drew a card. I'm a little worried. Am I allowed to be worried? Should I be worried? Rally with 0 cost ballista, etc. Okay. Okay. I kind of want to just like Shalai here. Let's just casually Shalai. 4 mana Shalai. I think this one we're just gonna like nice and slow here. Make the board big. Big board. Midnight Reaper. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, deals 1 damage to you, and you draw a card. All right. Draws 2 now. I guess I want to Abrupt Decay? Gearhulk's almost there. Gearhulk is almost there. Is there anything that I want that's at the 3 slot here? Yeah, there is something I want. There's something I want. We're gonna go get it on 3 here. Goose, it was a pleasure. Peace. Anafenza, you're up. Anafenza is up. Woo! Put those cards in the graveyard now. Do it. Swamp. What do we have for 5? The Ugin. It's a 5/5 Ugin. A 5/5 Ugin. Well, I'll say Sunmare, swing 3 in the air, go. Swing 3 in the air, go. So what lists are everyone picking up for Pioneer? What list are you picking up? I did see this Rally list or something similar to it. I do like Rally the Ancestors. It's a good deck. It's a fun deck. Abzan Oko? Abzan Oko. Concession. Yes. Alright, rest in peace. Probably. Night of Autumn, Shalai seems good here. Maybe Fatal Pushes. We got one. Brian's playing Ojutai. Playset of Ojutai. Bolus is playing that Grixis Nicobolus stuff. Grixis something. Scavenger News seems good here. Hornet Queen Whip. I'm there. Gobbo Cleave. Elder Dragon. Alright, Fiend's out. Witch Stalker's out. Rippin' Pioneer. Rippin' Pioneer. We'll keep the Gearhulk. It's a Wrath effect. I actually don't think I want my Rhinos. They gain life. I can probably trim 1. I feel like my opponent's going to have a pretty wide board. Night of Autumns, I can probably trim 1 of those as well. Even though I have 1 here, I think I can still trim 1. That would be 4 in, 4 out. Seems good. Seems good. Marin Moon had a Goblin's Embercleave list. Played it in Modern. But if you go check out her channel, I'm sure she has a link to the decks. And you can support her through her links, or you can support us if you're picking up any of these lists. A lot of people are going to have these cards, though. That's kind of a notable thing. All right, let's see if we can rip opponents. No rips, couple voices here. One Shalai. This is probably a mulligan. We have some good hate cards like that. Keep this. We'll get rid of a Overgrown Tomb. Done. This looks good. Fortified. Show the forest. Play the Gilded. Pass the turn. There's a non-bow here with voice, obviously, with Rest in Peace, since it does not die. But that's okay. That's okay. Hangerback 4/1. Alright, Blooming Marsh here. I'm just going to go ahead and slam the Rest in Peace before something strange happens. Or they, being black, strip it from my hand. Next turn we can Shalai, and the following turn we can Voice. We'll see if this just locks them down. Gotta win. Gotta win. Ladies and gentlemen, Rest in Peace. Clearly broken in Pioneer. Get them while they're hot. Isn't it? Isn't it? This is the full list. Full list. So you can see all the cards. Uh-oh. Ramps me a lot. Ramps me a lot. Let's try it. 4 science. Let us try this. Probably gonna get run over. Stream Decker's like died today, so I have to post the links manually. Whoa! Temple of Enlightenment. Is that Living End? Living End's not legal, right? Right? Land of War, Goose. And we'll play the Godless Shrine tapped. Less information for my opponent. And we're set for rhinos. Set for horses. Just need to draw one. Ooh. Okay. Shall I counter? No counter. Nice. I'm afraid enough of something flashing in that I'm just not aware of, so I'm not going to attack. I'm afraid just enough. Oh. Really? Yes, please. Crested Sunmare? They're probably playing Silumgard Silkcorn. Maybe. Down the dragon. The next sorcery card you cast this turn can be cast as though it had flash. Sorcery cards are not instant speed though. Okay. I will pay the 1. Yes. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Supreme Verdict, please no. Pugnarb. Pugnarb neighbor? Pug neighbor? PUBG neighbor? Is that what's going on? No! Why? Brazil. Pugna, Brazil. Pug, North America, Brazil. Let's get the scoos in. That prediction was perfect. That kind of hurt a lot. We had a good board state too. And we had the treasure to gain the life. Quicken. I know where Brazil is. You're if you take Pug, you have NA before BR, and NA is typically North America. It's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. We are currently 1 and 2. Rest in Peace completely hosed a player. We got completely decimated when our mono black player just like steamrolled us. completely steamrolled us. And what was our second match? What was our second match we played? Second match was a little closer. Gray Merchants ruined us. Some other things. My opponent gets a rest in peace here. That's fine. I'm gonna eat a few things and then rest in peace. Elixir. What is this doing? This is shuffle your graveyard into your owner's libraries. Okay. Now they'll cast Rest in Peace here, and I'm just gonna eat as much as I can. So hungry. So hungry, guys. I'm gonna eat some elves here. We don't eat horses. I'm gonna have a goose dinner here. Yum, goose dinner. Yum, tastes good. Okay. Scavenging News could have gotten really big there. Could have. That's a hot one off the top. We'll play Anafenza here. I'm afraid of committing over again. Bah. But if they don't wrath me again here. If they don't wrath me again. Let's go ahead and Assassin's Trophy this. I just don't want to get hit by a 1/4. And we'll pass turn. Alright. We're just going to need a beatdown plan game 2, game 3. Passing turns. I don't care about Rest in Peace. What is this? Oh. That's not good. Sphinx's Rev. So Last God, I think we are, if I may, I think we're a little too fair. There's some busted stuff going on right now. And we're just itty bitty too fair. Like Sphinx's Rev at end step. Can't against blue white here. I have 2 cards. This deck definitely gets better after the first couple bannings, probably. Probably so. But hey, we're playing horses. Getting our first taste. I want to say the sideboard might actually be pretty good. Maui. Thank you for the follow. I tried. Absorb. This list looks like a Varos Evan style. He used the Fae of Wishes to go get a Rest in Peace. Only because I had a Scavenging News eating all my creatures. But the fact that he could go get something out of the sideboard makes it so he can play kind of 75 cards, which is pretty nice. We are also experiencing what we might call flooding? Flooding? Perhaps? Can we put 12 Veil of Summer in our sideboard, please? What's Veil of Summer gonna do so far? You know what? Let's get a critical mass of things to play. Teferi's coming any minute now? Maybe. I mean, my opponent's not doing anything. Let's try to get a couple cards here, and then we'll try to push through these counter spells. They gotta know that's what's up. That's how we're gonna beat them. And then they're gonna just Supreme Verdict. Supreme Verdict. I need Gaia's Revenge. That or Carnage Tyrant. Either one would be pretty hefty, nifty here. Let's go ahead and play Gilded Out. It's just a goose. Gives me a food token. There's some fish on here. There's an apple. Candles. Eggs. Big Teferi here. Opponent doesn't even care. They just bounce Goose. Just bounces Goose. Doesn't even care. We'll go ahead and attempt an Assassin's Trophy here. Dovin's vetoed. Maybe there's an argument to try to keep pushing things out there. I'm not thinking so. Wonder what their win condition is. They haven't really shown us a win condition yet. That'd be a nice one to get down. Let's wait. Gonna get that Gilded Goose next. You think it's strictly just Teferi as the win condition? Elixir. Gains 5. Teferi and probably Gearhulk. They have Teferi and the Elixir. These are all true statements, everyone. True statements. There's our Goose. We'll replay Goose like we just don't care. All right, let's pass. We're hitting only our 3 drops. Clean up step. There's a Gearhulk. Okay. Can we get anything down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Terpskady. Thank you for the follow. Let's wait one more turn. Bant Spirits, probably. Yeah, I could see that. Bant Spirits is pretty good. Has a lot of current cards. We'll be definitely playing more Pioneer on Friday as well. And we're probably going to play a Pioneer in the Pioneer Challenge on Sunday. So be on the lookout for some of that. Be on the lookout. Resolved. I'm just going to play one thing at a time here. One thing at a time. Quickens. You're working on Bant Spirits? Nice. Are they going to just Supreme Verdict here? Hour of Revelation. Destroy all non-land permanents. Quick, eat the food. Eat the food. Okay, so they get rid of their Rest in Peace. Dang. Spell costs 3 less to cast if there are 10 or more non-land permanents on the battlefield. 3 or less, so it only costs 3. It's hot. Ooh, alright. Let's start with a Courser of Grufix. Land. Ooh. Ooh. An evolution. Don't mind if I do. I'm afraid, again, to play too many things here. Ooh, they let that one through for some reason. You know what? Let's attack. Go ahead and attempt to evolution here. If they counter this, that's fine. We have a second evolution coming. And maybe I'll just play a Rhino here. So we're kind of testing the waters here. I want to see how many counters they actually have. Counters a creature spell. I've tapped in a way that I can't play Witch Stalker here. So we had an Ojutai's Command. try a Witch Stalker here. Another Ojutai's Command. We'll pass the turn. My opponent's like F16 through their turns. We'll play a little quicker here. I don't really understand why they're doing that, though. Let's try to Knight here, gain life. And then let's try to Evolution. I'm expecting a counter. No counter here. Crested Sunmare. Quickens. Supreme Verdicts. All good. D20, what's up? How you doing? Currently, we are beating our opponent because they'll deck before us. Obviously, they have like an elixir to do this again if they have another one. Maybe that's what they're gonna do. Play a voice here, pass turn. Absorb, the old absorb. Okay. I'm gonna stay higher than them on clock. I mean, I have an Assassin's Trophy for that Teferi. We're gonna get through that Teferi. We're gonna get through it. Trust me. Look at scavenging news. We're gonna just eat everything in the graveyard. Let's do it. Land. Come on. Don't counter this. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna eat their entire graveyard. I didn't attack, but who needs to attack? We're gonna deck them. Temple of Enlightenment. Supreme Verdict. Well, let's start eating their graveyard. Yum. Yum. I don't need to gain life here. I just need to eat their graveyard. So that they can't use an elixir easily. Yum, yum, yum. Tastes good. Everything tastes delicious. Alright. Ran out of things to eat. Quite full. Okay. They knew about this Courser, so we'll play Courser here. Tap land, that's fine. Obviously the lands dig us a little bit deeper into the deck. But it'll be okay. Land. Swing. We're playing quick here, so I'm happy to take questions, or we can talk about the list. I can post the deck list again, since Stream Decker's being Stream Decker-like. Land here, tapped. Let's go ahead and start attacking again. I wonder how many Supreme Verdicts they have left. 1, 2, 3. They've played 3, and they've played one of these hour of things. In all seriousness, the horses are bad, right? Well, we've played exactly 3 matches. We're 1-2. I don't see a reason why we won't have a shot at winning this one. There is no bad deck right now because there is no meta to beat. Without a meta, it's kind of an open field day. Are horses going to do broken things? The answer to that will be no. Horses are a fairly fair deck. So anybody that's trying to break cards right now is going to be better than horses. I can say that with certainty. Alright, let's move to combat here. Swing for 6. I'm just going to have 6. Tireless Tracker would probably be reasonable, although... Alright, there's their last Supreme Verdict. Why am I not playing the lands off the top? Because they have 11 cards here and I have 15. And I don't want to be decked before they do. They're probably going to play a Teferi at some point. And I'm trying to avoid that happening. I have another Absorb here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17. We have 17. We have 5 lands left in the deck. What's up, Mana Pot? Mana Pot. Mana Pot. Voice here. Pass turn. Again, we're getting through as many of these counters as we possibly can here. Can we squeeze an Elspeth into the 75? We probably could, noting the drastic lack of being able to fetch it with the toolbox that we've kind of built. But no one says the toolbox is the right play here. Alright, got an evolution I am not worried about. Alright, we're down to 10 cards. I do agree they probably have the Teferi at some point. There's Teferi. And they pick up Teferi. Let's go ahead and play a Gear Hog down. See if they have another counter here. They do. Let's make sure we get them all out of there for the Assassin's Trophy that we need to eventually draw. Although I think we've already used up our Assassin's Trophies. Siege Rhino. Probably want 1 or 2 manlands? Probably. Granted, the game's not supposed to go 43 turns, for what it's worth. Hour of Revelation kills the Siege Rhino. Play Knight of Autumn here. Opponent's down on cards here. We're just looking for big threats that could end the game quickly. I want to say I took out a Shalai. But if I didn't take out a Shalai, we have a shot here. Bounces their own Teferi here. The Gilded Goose. I'm almost not planning to evolution. But we could evolution here and see. It draws another card out. I'll evolution the Gilded Goose here. Play a Courser. We have Shalai, so Shalai is a kill. Maybe Courser's the wrong thing to be getting here. There's what? There's 100 people here? I don't know. What happened? Did you share it on YouTube? Facebook? I win? I won! Yay! What did I do? What did I win? Goes and gets a card out of Gideon's Intervention. Okay. Just do nothing and I win this game? They have a Teferi. They name Knight of Autumn here. They play a Fae of Wishes here. This is a 1/4. Let's go ahead and Abrupt Decay that out of the way. Okay, they returned that to hand. Play our Llanowar Elf out. Swing for 6. Being said, if we can stick Shalai, we probably can actually win this one. Even though we have 4 cards left. As long as Shalai is like not the last card. I'm not sure I want to evolution the Knight into Shalai. It's a 4/3 already. Let's see what card they get here. Alright, they get an enchantment that just shrinks my dudes just a tiny bit. 2 unknown cards here. There's Shalai. So we'll just wait to pick that up. Knight does not do the damage. Fair enough. Fair enough. Not dealing damage. So they have Teferi plus 2 unknown cards here. We'll just try to hardcast this. Shalai? Counter? No counter. Alright. Well, I'll attack with everything and use Shalai a couple times. It's the best I got. Is this still game 1? Yes. Counters. Green, green. Make green. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, right? Yeah. So next turn I can win. I won't play this card in. I'm just hoping no Supreme Verdict. They played 4 of them already, and they already played 2 hours. Returns to hand. Do they have something else here? Hour of Revelation. Bummer. Bummer. Getting beat up. Authority of Council. Creatures your opponent control enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your opponent's control, you gain 1 life. Well, they have exactly Teferi. They beat us. It's from the wish board. So Teferi bounces. I don't think this last card does anything for me. Nope. Nope. But we'll let them get their win off of us failing to draw here. Maybe they'll uptick. Oh, they didn't uptick. No upticks. The 50-turn game, 51 turns later. Oh, I can't draw cards. Can't draw cards. All right, that was game 1. Campbell. Knight. Witchstalker. Eidolon. Shalai. Rest in peace. Basically any creature I can jam in here. Where's the mammals? I only see lands. I don't think I want any of these evolutions. I know they can power out something, but I think we're just fill it with great cards. Fiendslayer is probably weak. Witchstalker could be a little more interesting. I guess Eidolon's kind of nice, actually. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Knights. I know they have the elixirs, but do I care? Maybe I don't care. They can be the one that cares. Alright, let's run it. Thoughtseize would be super nice to have. Probably something to be considered. The format seems slow enough that you don't have to be like ramping super fast into anything. Speaking of ramping super fast into something, we're going to play Gilded Goose. A gilded one. For those joining us and all that, wondering what the heck I'm playing. There's the deck list. I appreciate you all tuning in here on Wednesday. You're midway, halfway through the week. Congratulations, you're almost there. The opponent might just time out. We'll find out. Oh, awkward. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play a voice out and pass. This does put us same damage, and I don't have to cash in Gilded Goose, so that's kind of nice. I wanted to play Niv Mizzet tonight, but Mana Traders is swamped. It is. It's kind of like super overwhelmed. Knight of Autumn's a nice one off the top. In we are for 2, passing the turn. It is Wednesday. I'd like to voice, please. 100 times their normal volumes? Is that true? We eventually got there. Alright, are we supposed to play another creature here? They probably have their verdict again. We'll go ahead and pass. If this becomes a heavy creature in Planeswalker meta, there's that card Despise. Alright. Gonna cash in some food, get our voice down. I could see those being heavily desired. I could see those being much once. We're gonna lead with Kemball here. This makes the elemental a 2/2. If they have to quicken and then Supreme Verdict, they take 4 to do that. We're chipping away at their life total. My opponent could start to take over the game though. They might Wrath again just right here. Wrath, take 2. Alright. Elf. Let's go ahead and Courser. Knight becomes a 4/3. I like kind of the 2 bodies though, and using the utility Knight for later. They did show a lot of enchantments. This I'm asking them, go ahead and Wrath again. Alright, they're gonna go get something from the sideboard. It's always nifty of them. Glacial Fortress is now that much. Oof. It's a lot. So they play this out. They have the Gideons. It's a 1/4. Seeing the second ooze on top, we'll go ahead and play this ooze. I'll swing to check them and pass turn. We might eat their Supreme Verdicts here because they have the Elixir. I don't know if I want to though. Force of Negation is down to 60 tickets. It's pretty high still. Alright, Gideon's is down. I'm gonna need a lot of things with this ooze. Name Scavenging Ooze. Let's eat our stuff first. Make ooze super big. Big beefy ooze. Alright, do I play this Knight of Autumn? Let's go ahead and eat one of their Supreme Verdicts here. We'll play Knight here, get rid of Gideon's. The finance people were buying it out way before. Let's attack. Did they know something? So they're going to just return this to hand. They get rid of a Teferi here. I probably can go ahead and just eat this Teferi, just so they don't elixir that back. Oh, Stevie B. I guess I could see that, yeah. Alright, Wrath again. Let's grab a Supreme Verdict out of their yard. Alright, so we have a bunch of creatures. They have an elixir. Gain some life here. We get to Scavenging News and probably eat some stuff and see if that'll get us across the line. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to eat. That makes Scooz a 2-turn clock. I could get behind 3-mana Chandra. Which one, Acolyte or Fire of Kaladesh? I like both. Solemnity. Okay. That's fine. Let's eat some stuff here. I wonder if I'm supposed to kill that now or later. Hey, thank you for the follow. I think that one just came through. No, it didn't. It did not. Oh, I should have done the Solemnity thing before. Not paying attention. Who needs to properly play Magic? It's just a challenge. Just a challenge. Just accept the challenge, everyone. Accept the challenge and the fate. Yes, it was Gideon's intervention in the yard. It was a Gideon's intervention, yes, yes. They're gonna play Fae of Wishes again. So they're just like wishboarding here. Play an Eidolon. Go ahead. Pioneer is all over the place. For sure, Sly Guy. Play a Courser here. I'm gonna pass. I don't know if that's a tell that I have maybe Crested Sunmare in hand. We'll see. We'll see if it's a tell. Land. Who's ready to get Wrath again? Why not play the land? Because I don't know if the land is underneath. Hoping that Crested Sunmare gets played in here and gets through to our opponent by landing it. If the Crested Sunmare lands there and I didn't have a land underneath, then I don't have the opportunity to get another token, and the token is indestructible. So if they do the Quicken and wipe the board, I guess I can do that before the trigger. I can do it before the trigger. Elf Ball with Paradox Engine. Finale for 1 million into Endraiser. Yeah, Endraiser. I know that one. That's, yeah, they can't Quicken now. Sphinx's Rev. 4/6. Maybe in response to that, I was supposed to Abrupt Decay the Fae. They haven't picked up the Fae a few turns in a row, though. I'm dead? Okay. I'm dead. I'm gonna say my opponent still has to beat me. Fairy. There may not be. There may not be. We'll see. We'll see. Not with that attitude. Counter this. Let's go ahead and attack. And let's Abrupt Decay this. And go, opponent. Play land off the top. Have I played a land for this turn? I thought I played the Overgrown Tomb. They're going to bounce this. That means they lose Teferi here. Returned. We kill Teferi. As I say, I played this Overgrown Tomb this turn, guys. Playing quick. Playing quick. I was clicking that during the wrong time, but maybe, who knows? Who knows? Pretty sure I played the Overgrown Tomb. I probably didn't. Someone's gonna watch the VOD, be like, Fluffy. Didn't play land. Bad player. Punt. Alright. My opponent's making all my dudes smaller now. Fae of Wishes. We're at 34. There's an Eidolon. Swamp Thoughtseize. Thank you for the follow-up. I did see that one out of the corner of my eye. Playing all fast and loose. Loose like a goose. Yield to this. Boom. Absorbs. I could attack every turn. That would be rude. Thoughtseizer. Are all these suggestions just like suggestions to play Thoughtseize? Is that what's going on here? Are these just simple subliminal messages? Play Thoughtseize. At least in MTGO, yes, and then in paper we would be in a draw situation. Magic the ASMRing. This would probably result in a draw in paper. Look, it's a Witch Stalker. We just need a Crested Sunmare. Just need the Crested Sunmare. Well, they conceded. For what it's worth. Maybe they're going to bring in mono red here. Alright, opponent concedes completely out here. I think they're done playing Magic with us. We're here to play Magic, so. And we won. Yeah, they won game 1, so we won game 2 and 3. Pretty much on time only. Time only. Alright, we got a final match here with our horses. Maybe not the strongest list to be thrown out here, but if you join our Discord or find me on Twitter, you can maybe suggest a better or more powerful deck for us to play on Friday. I think so. I think so, Last God. There's an argument for potentially winning that. Exactly. Chill, kill, carnage. You got it. If we draw a land here, we'll save the evolution for Courser. Courser down, land. Horses. A blue-red Phoenix deck. Grim Flare. I will bookmark this, and I will take a look later. All right. Voice of Resurgence. Hiding the ooze. We might ooze them. Who knows? GNU, you can too. There's a list. You probably are better throwing these at my Twitter so I don't lose them. If you want. If you have Twitter. And I only say that because I might not grab them all here. And actually, if they're on Twitter, I can look at them tomorrow. While I'm eating my Pop-Tarts for breakfast. No, don't have a Twitter. So here. Sultai Pile. Bookmark. Add to bookmark. Put it under my desks. Elf Ball. This was by Chill. Bookmark. Desks. So I'll look at each of these. No guarantees I'm playing any of them. But I can definitely look at them. Trample comes through. Will connect. So we'll just let this ride. Just let it ride. Like an adult. Like an idiot. We just have them as good snacks from time to time. No Wicked Wolves in the 75. I did want to play an elf list, so that's probably the top runner. Not saying it is. But I did want to play one of those. So that would be kind of cool. Jakova, what's up? Jokovo. How's it going? Ooh. There's 2 instants here. Not terribly scared of that. Let's play Courser here. See that top deck land. Perfect. We're getting some horses down next turn. Some horsies. Oh, blue across from us. Didn't see that. Pioneer seems very creaturey. Could it be better than Karn? Oh, you guys are talking about the list. Fluffy Wolfington the second? I think that's the first time I've ever been called that. Elvish Mystic from our opponent. No, they're going to Thoughtseize my evolution away. That jerk. Oh, well, I get to place it. Shall I? Sorcery placed into the yard. That is the easy link for streaming and Magic Online. This is also the TCG link, Taylor. In case you want either of those. Traveler's Amulet. Search your library for basic land card, reveal and put it in your hand. We got a Grim Flare here. Shalai, doing Shalai things. Let's yield to Courser here. Put down a Shalai. I think we can safely just attack here. If they want to double block the Elemental, go for it. Should we scoos and start eating things? Nah, shall I protect stuff now? And if they're working off of Fatal Push, they have to sack this and Fatal Push this. And then, I don't know, from there we'll scoos them a bunch. This sack will put some stuff in the yard here. This is looking for Delirium, which they'll need one more card. Luckily, it's not going to be a land, probably, in this format. Concession. This is a matchup for horses. We have a Sultai value-based deck against our Abzan value-based deck. And I think if the meta shifts to something like this, we'll be in good shape. We'll grab some Rest in Peace here and Fatal Pushes, and I think that's all I'm going to want. Maybe a Settle the Wreckage. We have to decide. I think Gearhulk's going to do that, though. Fiend Slayer's okay here. Witchstalker's going to be a no. Anafenza's okay-ish. I'm going to go down an Evolution. Maybe I go down a Rhino. Go down a Rhino, go down a Scoos here. Go down an Assassin's Trophy because I'm bringing in some Fatal Pushes. Gotta figure this out. I just realized I have 2 Crested Sunmares, not 3. Just something to be aware of. Cut a Rhino, unfollowed. I like you guys. Go down 1 Evolution. I can do that. Maybe I don't need to go in so hard into Rest in Peace, but it feels like their deck is going to be relying on it with the Grim Flare. Maybe I just cut a second evolution. What if I cut a land? Let's take a Paladin out. Paladin's probably been one of the weaker cards. Like, it's pro-black. Well, it's not exactly pro-black. It's like pseudo-pro-black. Alright, let's keep this hand. Goose into Rest in Peace or Voice. Those are some hot draws there. Land off the top would be great. Of course, we draw our 5-drop. Of course. No problem. Alright. Hissing Quagmire. Yavimaya Coast. Into a Fatal Push. That's really bad for us. Really bad. Vessel. Oh. Just rest in peace. Never punished. It was a bold keep. Last God. The heart of the cards. Just right here. Heart of the cards. Play a few hands of that Elf Ball deck and you will realize the power of Paradox Engine. Alright, good to know. I'm not the Miracle Man. Land right here. Land right here, I'm the Miracle Man. Right here. Temple Garden. Yeah. We know it's an Ombo. We know. Uh-oh. It's Oko. Them Okos. Land here and I get the evolution. If it was, you know, green. I didn't ask for green. I simply asked. Alright, let's keep Oko in check here a little bit. A little bit of checking here. Unfortunately, the Gear Hulk's in hand, so I can't evolution. So we're two cards away from that. Albeit we're probably 2 cards away from these, too. Thoughtseize. Takes a Courser. Oko is strong. The Elf Ball one's looking interesting. Alright, we're going to cash in food here. Main reason for this is I'm not going to probably be using a Gilded Goose anytime soon. Looks like we'll have a Shalai here. And I'll go ahead and pass. Oko's going to be a problem. Yep. An elk. A 3/3 elk. Elk of Elks. Mystic. Look at all these creatures. We're just a Gear Hulk away. An itty bitty Gear Hulk away from this. I'm going to take this 3. Never mind, I'm not going to take a 3. I'm going to take nothing. Alright, Goose. Pass turn. They'll probably turn Goose into a elk here. The Elf Ball list sounds a bit like my Green Devotion list. The Green Devotion list would attempt to get Crater Hoof out. It's a hot one in Modern. Alright, they just slap Goose around a little bit. It's kind of rude of them. This elk beats this elk. Unless this elk makes this elk greater than this elk. And this is probably only the true elk. No, it's not. Crater Hoof is from Avacyn Restored. Reprinted in Modern Horizons? Modern Masters? Reprinted in Modern Masters, I believe. Marin, what's up? Oko is why you want to run more Decay Trophy. It'll probably make sense to run more Decay and Trophy once the meta shrinks a little bit. From 300 decks down to maybe 50. Until that happens, though. Until that happens. What decks have I been liking so far? If I'm very honest, this is the first deck I've played. I've seen just a variety of interesting decks. Rally decks look interesting, although I don't think they'll be competitive. Some mono red decks, big red decks are kind of cool that I've seen. This is a good one. What else have I seen? I don't know. Just a lot of interesting stuff. All right, let's Courser. I think I wouldn't mind something that's like a tiny blue flyer type of deck. You could probably do that. I've seen a fairy list or two. The mono black devotion list that we played against at the beginning was amazing. That was sweet. He's gonna steal the Courser. He needs an artifact to do that. How does he get an artifact? It might be swing. It might be swing and Gear Hulk. He can give you a useless Grim Flare. Exchange control of target artifact or creature. Fair enough. Or a creature. Thought it was just strictly artifacts. So Oko's to 2 here. If I just do this, I get to keep artifact. What, like this creature? Enchantment? Kind of like that. Kind of like having 2 creatures. I don't know if I keep Shalai or if I keep Voice here. I guess Shalai can go get something because it's still 4 converted mana cost. Yeah, Shalai gets the horsies. The horsies. Also, Shalai is a 3/3, which is kind of nice. Cool. We'll keep those 3. They'll keep Oko here. They'll keep their vessel and one creature. They keep a Mystic, Oko, and Vessel. They don't want to keep Grim Flare. What's crazy is that even though I do this, they can just make my 4/5 Vigilance creature into a elk. In which case, I can just evolution either one of these. Alright, they draw. They revealed 4. Oh, there was an Emrakul. An Emrakul. Interesting stuff. If he does that and doesn't have a second creature, we kill Oko. That's true. That's true. Has to have the second creature here. It's a good point. Good point. We get to smack Oko for 1. He can animate Quagmire here. He could. I guess I'm okay with that trade. Animates and keeps... Oh, they're in blocks already. Well, we thought they were going to maybe do that. Abrupt Decay doesn't hit these currently. Alright, we got him off the table. Play a Courser here, and maybe we get lucky with the horses. Second Courser coming. Maybe we get lucky here with the horses. Quagmire tapped. Do they just have an Oko here? Benjamin Robinson, thank you for the follow. Bonus Oko here? This looks like Oko mana. Kygor, hey, Twitch Prime, thank you so much. And enjoy those sweet, sweet emotes all over that Twitch. We have the Rip, Aggro Lock, Flood, and the Howl. Oh yeah. Putting this into play. Yeah, buddy. So we gain a life here. Let's go ahead and hit Oko down to 1. Unfortunately, Oko stays around here. Let's go ahead and evolution the Gear Hulk. No, let me do what I want to. No! Hey, we gotta win. All right, we're gonna evolution. We gain the land, gain life. Go get the horse. Horse makes a duplicate. We can kill Oko and then just proceed to kill them over the course of the next few turns. We're also playing a Llanowar Elf that turn. What 6-drops do we have? We don't have any 6-drops. 6 or less. It's not Neoform, which is equal to the converted mana cost. That match made the deck look good. I mean, on the whole, you can make an argument we went 2-2. We have 2 losses here. This one was to Mono Black. This one was to something I don't remember. Then we won. And then win and win. And this win, you could argue, is maybe not a win because of the blue-white matchup. They just didn't complete killing us. So you could make the deck maybe like 2-2. Yeah, Neoform is X and 1. 3-2, though. 3-2. Let's do our thoughts here because I do want to put this segment on YouTube. And the YouTube stuff can be found here at the social links. Horses. Concluding thoughts on this with 1 league played, which is 5 matches. And that's not enough to obviously give a fair argument. But in general, the deck from Modern and into Pioneer is fair, fair, fair. A lot of the 3 slots can probably be reconfigured and a few of the 2 mana slots. It just depends how you want to approach this matchup and where the meta goes. I think Courser is a must include. I think Knight of Autumn is also a must include, which gives you some flexibility there. Your Paladin here, Anafenza, maybe 1 Knight, and Witchstalker gives you 4 cards that you can play with. In Modern, these would be Kitchen Finxes here. We'll have to see what we can fill. 4 slot as well can maybe be utilized in some other fashion. Haven't figured out what, but that might be good as well. We've noticed so far that there's a lot of activated. There's a lot of ETB type effects so far. So even though Torp Orb is not available, correct? You can find other creatures in white, green, splash black for those. You might stick this straight into white, black, white, green and avoid the Siege Rhino and then play something else in Siege Rhino's slot. But for the most part, I think, genuinely speaking, the deck is sweet to play, super fair, great mid-range value, and we'll have to see if the meta shifts to something that will allow mid-range to shine while playing Pioneer. Bam. Yeah, against any other fair deck, Last God, totally agree. It's going to run them over. Run them over. One last time, that's the list we played today. So we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'll do a little bit of the outro in just a moment. We're going to find someone to raid, but we are going to stream Pioneer Friday, and we're probably going to stream Pioneer on Sunday, although I have to get up fairly early to catch the challenge, because I think that's when the challenge is. I'll double check and I'll let you guys know on Friday.